Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Zim's Video Journal. This is episode 26. Here I am once again in the closet studio, and I just it's been a couple weeks, I guess, since the last one of these I did, and I felt like it was a good time to do another one. This one should be pretty short. Couple things to mention. One of the things that inspired me to do it as well was that our next show is only a little over a week away. It's November 8th. It's today, right now I'm recording this on Wednesday night, so a week and a half away, I guess. November 8th is a Saturday night. It's at the Skylark Cafe in West Seattle. I'm super stoked about it. We're on first at, I believe, 9 o'clock or shortly thereafter. We're playing with the Ugly Cousin Bros and it's their CD release party, and we're playing with a band, I guess, named Albert Parker or Parker Albert. I always forget which one comes first or not. But it's, I'm super excited. I'm just excited to get back on stage and rock the house and do that thing. We've been practicing our set. It sounds so good. Oh man, I'm so excited. I just can't. I'm just really, really excited to do this again. So come out and check it out. November 8th, Skylark Cafe, West Seattle. I'll post the links to a bunch of junk in the description of this video, so you can find your way there easy and do that thing. A couple other things to mention that has been really cool for me. I've already I think the last one I mentioned, definitely mentioned about NWCZ Radio in the Pacific Northwest out here. They've been really supportive lately of the Zim and A-Rock. We had our New Music Monday throwdown competition thing that we were a part of. We won 4 weeks in a row, so they retired our song, and that's cool. That's that's pretty standard practice for those kind of things. If a song just keeps winning, eventually they just kind of retire it and then say, you're the champion for now, and maybe they'll bring our song back later in the year for some kind of other event or something. But that was pretty neat. I did a huge amount of hustle on that. The first week we were on, I blasted out my email to everybody, did that, and then consecutive weeks after that, I just tell everybody that I talk to about the music, I'm like, hey, we're doing this thing, go vote for us. And it worked, I guess. I have no idea how many listeners they have, how many people just voted for our songs because they liked their song, or if it was all because it was my hustle. I don't know what the reason was that we kept getting the votes, but we got the votes, and we kept going along, and it's just cool. It's awesome. It's really awesome to be played in that format. Get our songs played in that format, because I've been also pushing out the Bandcamp page, our Bandcamp page, and trying to get people to listen to our Bandcamp page, and it's pretty clear to me that people don't listen to the whole songs when they click the links. They don't even go past the first song that may come up very, very often. Most of the time they go to the link, the Bandcamp page, they click on the album, and then they listen to one song, and then maybe listen to the first 20 seconds of it, and then move on with their day. Which, is, I can't expect. I'm happy they at least do that, because I know how hard it is. I know how often I've been doing it more lately, but I know what it's like to just get, a link from somebody on Facebook or wherever. It's not very compelling to want to go check out their stuff, because it's just like noise. It's just another thing. It's like you're in your day. You got your thing. I'm not a circle influence for a lot of people. I feel like most people learn about new things based on their circle of influence and who influences them, and they learn something from somebody else and say, oh, that person likes this, I'm going to check that out too. But some random somebody that nobody knows going, hey, listen to my music, it's very rare that people would take a chance unless they're trying to, like the radio people, they're trying to find new stuff, and they're doing that. They're not trying to follow any leader or anything like that. So it's just really awesome to have it played in a format like radio, so that the people that are listening make the judgment of the song based on the whole song, not the first 20 minutes. Because I feel like, I've been thinking a lot about the way I write the songs, the way I've been recording the songs. It's like my songs I might have mentioned this before, but my songs, I feel like the way I've recorded them, they build throughout the song. So like most of my songs are 3 to 4 minutes long, and it's like there's an evolution to how they flow throughout the song. And it's so the first, chorus, or the first, section of it, is a one slice of it, but it doesn't necessarily represent what happens throughout the song, because I tend to build up to the end and like climax to the end kind of thing, which, so it's just one of those things. So when you're on the radio, when you hear it on the radio, you're listening and doing a thing, and you maybe at the beginning you're like, whatever, but then as you like listen to it, maybe you're like, oh wow, that's kind of neat what they did there. And then so by the end of the song you can go, oh, that was a cool song because of something that happened at 3 minutes, maybe not something that happened at 20 seconds. So it's like, it's really cool to have it play through, and people have to listen to it essentially if they want to support the program. Because a lot of the, with the internet radio, people that are listening to internet radio are listening to a program to support the program in the same way like the program is supporting the songs. They're listening to the program so they can hear the whole program. Like, commercial radio or your radio dial, anything like that. People, it's like a song comes on you don't like, you flip to another station. You just kind of search the dial until you hear something that you like. But on internet radio, there's a lot more intention behind listening to it, because it requires logging onto your computer, or it requires doing the TuneIn app thing. And if it's like it is for, I've listened to a couple of these broadcasts on the TuneIn app on my phone, and it's not conducive to flipping channels. It's like once you get the stream to start, you're gonna stick around with it, because it's like it takes time to buffer and do all that stuff. So that's just part of that story. And so, the New Music Monday crew, Jason Curtis and Rebecca Ann Curtis over there, to really support our music, said some great things on the air about our songs, about our band, and I just love the support that we got from them. So that felt really good to have that happen and do that. And then another kind of radio show that broadcasts off NWCZ. So the way NWCZ works, as far as I can tell, it's like a conglomeration of people that just want to have a platform to broadcast their show. They don't have an overarching like program director that deals with every kind of program that happens on the show. I think what it seems like is just like people approach them, or maybe they seek out some things, but they have room on their schedule to fill in shows, and you just go, hey, I have this show, can I do a weekly on Wednesday at 2 o'clock or whatever? And they go, yeah, there's nobody in that time slot, so, and they decide, but there's probably some criteria like making sure it's a good show, because so far everything I've heard on it is quality. It's like people doing what they like to do and trying to support music and the scene, and it's not like it's not quality. So we got played on a second program called Law Dogg's Radio Show, which is mainly a metal type show, and it was, I discovered, I didn't really know, I was just doing my Facebook thing, doing my social networking kind of thing, and I got invited to like the Law Dogs page, I think. And then I saw that they were a radio show, and I was like, oh, play our song, and I sent them links to our thing, and they checked it out, and they liked one of the songs enough to put it on their program. And that was really cool. A different song that I don't, as far as I know, has never been played on any radio anywhere. So it's just, another chance for people to hear another one of our songs from beginning to end and make a judgment on that, which is really cool. And, have a couple more people hear the name theZim and A-Rock, which, it's all about just getting our name out there. And that's what radio is the best thing for, is, A, listening to songs all the way through, and B, just another, how everybody that was listening to that moment has now heard the name theZim and A-Rock. So maybe they'll hear it again down the line and say, hey, that rings a bell. Why do I know that? Oh, that was that song I heard, or whatever. So it was cool. And when we were on the Law Dogs radio show, the way they format their program is they do like blocks of songs. And so they did like, they talk a little bit and then do a block of songs, like 4 songs, and they talk some and then do a block of 4 songs. And we were the lead song off the second block of songs. And so, it's a good spot to be, because they talked about us. They said, yeah, theZim and A-Rock, and then they talked a little bit about us, which I always love to hear what the DJs, what people are, think about us, not just play the song that's in the mix and never just say, oh, that was the song. That's great too, but obviously like a little more to happen. That happened for us, so that was really cool to have a little bit more said about our music and that thing. So that's kind of what's been going on with the radio front. I'm trying to hopefully that train will keep on going, and I'll just keep pushing out and finding new places to put our music up, and get people to play it on online shows and things like that. I don't know of any that are happening right now. So if you know of anything that I should check out, send it our way for sure. There was something. What else was I going to say? Definitely had something else. Oh, okay. And then I think the last thing I'll say. So this little episode's turning longer than I thought it was going to be, but it's cool. The last thing I'll say is I'm working on my podcast still. It's been it hasn't been a front burner thing. I've tried, I've been working on trying to get people lined up to do it, and I think I got my first guest lined up for next Monday to come in, and we'll talk about music, we'll talk about the local scene. This is somebody, I don't have his name in front of me because it's kind of like I'm just trying to get the juices going in a sense and get something moving because it's been kind of difficult. So, I definitely have a list. I have a list, and it's a growing list of people that I have invited to be on it, that I want to invite, things like that. And but I haven't, been able to lock down a date to get people to actually do it. But I was on Facebook today, and somebody was promoting their thing, and we're talking about the local scene, and I was like, hey, what you're talking about is something that I want to address on my podcast as well, and talk about, do you want to come on my podcast and do it on my podcast? And so he was like, yeah, sure, well, let's do it. So he's somebody, I don't know, like I said, I don't have his name in front of me. I don't know him personally. He's a local musician, so it'll be cool just to get something going, have a conversation for a while, see how it goes. And, the beginning of this whole podcast thing, the first bunch of episodes will be, process-oriented episodes, discovering what the feel of it's going to be like, what the tone of it's going to be like, what the best way to do it is going to be. I definitely want it to sound professional, but I also don't want it to be a burden, and I don't want to deal with headphones, and I want to be portable. I want to be able to record it anywhere. My latest scheme, my latest idea with it is using the laptop back there, right up there, to record it on that. Of course, I would record it on that regardless, but I'm just going to use the laptop mic, which is right there. You see it right? You can see that little line? The little laptop mic, and just see if it works to do it with just the laptop. I don't know, I'm just going to record some and see how it goes. Hopefully it works out. Requires being somewhat close to the laptop. You can't be, you'd have to be close to the mic anyway, so I'm just hoping it worked out. I recorded a little bit last night, just on my own, just my own voice, kind of did some test type things, and it sounds like it may work out fine. Like, I'm sure this video sounds the same way, where if you're, with cheaper mics and all that kind of stuff, and room sound, they get that kind of hollowness in the sound, and these ones are probably similar to that. So if there's too much of that hollowness, I might not do it that way or try to rethink something. But the bottom line is, if I can get away with just using that, because that's portable. That's what it is, it's a laptop. So I can go anywhere, open the laptop, hit record, and start recording with whoever I'm recording with. So that's awesome. And then it's pretty solid technology. Like, I don't worry about it failing on me. Like, I have a mini disc from back in the day that I still use sometimes, but there's a lot of spinning parts, and it's getting older now, and you can't see the meter. You can't really see how it's recording and stuff. So there's those kind of issues to consider. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm thinking, where my head's at with the whole podcast thing. So hopefully I'll get one recorded. Like I said before, it's going to be twice a month. I'm going to put one out twice a month, and for the first little while. So I'm kind of ready to get that rolling. So look out for that. It's going to be called Word on the Street. I already got my Facebook page started. I don't have any images or any I haven't filled in any details about it yet, but I got the Facebook page started, and then and I already have, from a long time ago, this whole Word on the Street idea I wanted to do a blog a long time ago, or like some kind of like local music blog, and call it Word on the Street. So I signed up for a blogger page, which from what I understand, you need something like that to post your podcast to, in order for places like iTunes to point to it, and then it goes from your blogger page or some kind of RSS feed type thing, and then iTunes will look at that and go, oh, there's a new podcast, and then when it's on iTunes, I don't know how it all works. I still have to do a bunch of research, but I've been kind of like, I just want to record some, and then once I actually physically have something to do to post, I'll post them and then worry about getting them on iTunes and all that stuff. But I'll post a bunch of links and stuff. Our band, go to our, subscribe to this YouTube page. Go to the YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, be sure to go to the YouTube, click subscribe. Recently, we posted the Zim and A-Rock. We both were in a video. We did a little promo video for what's coming up and what came up for the band. So go check that out. It's still kind of funny and cool. So that's on this YouTube channel. It's YouTube/theZim video. Be sure to subscribe to it. It always helps to do that. Go to our Facebook page. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/theZimArock. And then, anything else, I'll just put a bunch of links down there for you to do. So be sure to go to the YouTube page and hit subscribe. That'd be awesome. And that's about it. This is episode 26 of the ZIM's Video Journal. This is the Closet Studio, and thank you so much for joining me and being a part of this. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And be sure to come to the show, November 8th, Skylark Cafe. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be sick. We're on first, 9 o'clock. Peace.